Okay. Back in the saddle. Let's get back into it. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us. Ruins which your kind have yet to explore, I see. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I am afraid we can spare none to guide you there. What circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of that word, liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Benthos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood. While others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it, when they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled, they care not whom they harm. Would that they had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. Seems pretty favorite for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. One could turn. We certainly can't leave them like this. Could we not simply marry ourselves? Thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Claiming the stores it is, then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did this. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to the Flounder's floor. But be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? Where are we going? All the way up there. And the second turn, you find they are all filled with wheat down to the bottom. To also find is unpleasantly pointy. On cursory sniff, you detect the faint aroma of fresh oranges, a far cry from the rather memorable scent of... How the fuck do you pronounce that? Emiri? This is filled with certain vegetables. Liver is not a vegetable. You. Forgotten why we're here, I swear. Oh, I haven't forgotten why we're here, I swear. Only this bird hasn't taken its eyes off me since I found it. I think it might be lonely. I thought that was supposed to be Emmett Selk. Or like an avatar of Emmett Selk. What is the deal with this bird, man? I'm used to Nomura-isms where the bird would definitely be somebody. From the squelching noises they make when prodded and the vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. Are those them? Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Benthos have been raiding Calusian storehouses as well as those on Ondo. Oranges, pumpkin, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the liver safely back to Tolsata. I wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. What am I doing? Shortcut. I am relieved to see you unspirited. Our precious livers, I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Calusia in the flounder's floor. Tell me, I'm gonna legit try this name. Tolshus Ach? Maybe? Does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Calusian warehouses. Perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone by before anyone has realized what's happened. The Amoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reasons they have struggled so is that their quarry is off to sea. The true question, then, is what we mean to do about it. Much as we would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are, in fact, a key to the Benthos' plans. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it is clear that their queen will soon give birth. They acquire space to raise their young, and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There is only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It is not a surprise they came to us not long ago, seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them. Of course, the suffering of others will not serve as balm for their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed, and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they're planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed, I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force, we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in an attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes. Once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That you have come to us is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead did not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. If what you seek lieth deeper still beyond Amarat, I would call upon the assistance of another. Where are we going? Hey, I can sell those for money. Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must beseech a friend. Aye, I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to Solon, that we might seek an audience with him once more. I'll wake up eventually. Hi-ho, Silva. This is a long trip. Ah. From here we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. You perfected your technique. Just so, the water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provideth purchase fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, gods. Oh, I certainly shall. Forgive me, but would it not be easier for you to perfect your swimming technique? It would be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh, hush. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Go on. He's done it. Everyone clap. Rianjay, what the fuck happened? What happened? It seemed a bit more than just he lost concentration. Apologies, the technique requires the purest focus. Mine was lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the father. With their aid, my efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Oh, this is something more. It's nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell. But it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention, I'm certain you'll agree. Does this have something to do with them being away from their real bodies for too long? Their etheric composition or whatever. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. You speak of the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them and I will take you below. With all haste shall it be done. So, did he agree? Aye, though I agreed to do a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one needs to dive beneath the surface to do so. If I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. For heaven's sake, is that all? Hala and I are more than capable of that. With Kojin's blessing, we'll have it done within moments. And better that standing here than listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you take the left, now go. I am in your debt. What? Motherfucker. Dive, dive, dive. Tenacious particle. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No. He asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was. Brief though it always is. But I remember him, and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept. I too slept that day, and many days since. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs. And together we fly. And I am here. I am awake. It feels good to speak and to be heard again. A shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of men. Thank you, little friend. But it is time I grant you your request. But first, I will take flight to cleanse my body and repair. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. So, this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history, like so many grains of sand. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusia. That's all. I feel as though there was more to that. Indeed, there was, but it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine. Later then. He knows if he makes one mistake, Alizea beat him up. If Bismarck requires time to repair, might I suggest a short respite, for Urianger and Thancred in particular? I require no such thing. I am a picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse of concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourself so. Please rest, for me. Oh, all right, if you insist. You too, Aloy. You've been running yourself ragged. Yes, ma'am. I know better than to argue. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. The rest of us will meet you at the Split Hole and all. Word of advice. Never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, we must be made to rest. I know a place in Sullens that's better for it than most. Come with me. That man's name is Dad for it. Okay. Just making sure we all notice that. May as well have a seat. He wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12. I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance bellies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Oh, I can't say I mind of you. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Help someone! Quickly! It's Nightshade. We was attacked on the road from the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. Suppose we might have predicted this. You mean you'll help? For free, thank you. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? I believe I even recognize your companion. Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol, no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. It's admirable. There are a few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more. Like we should be doing more. So, it's all about having the will to help your fellow man, and resolve to see it through. Sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. Name's Vornard, sir. I'm with the guard, but I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrend. What we'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves, and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, that's what we'll do. Oh well, future heroes of the first. What do you think? They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret on in idleness. We must need press on if we are to bring Elidibus' scheme to light. I'll take that one. Beneath the surface. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus' machinations will be conductive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. So sleepy. Oh, no, they're here. All are present. Now we need but await Bismarck's coming. Dude, where's our Uber? time. Pray make ready. There it is. Alright. There we go. Who am I taking with me? Alphino, Halizay. And... Reen or Ishtola?
Here we go.
Seems good to me. 440, 461. I should be fine then. Let's go. Let's see what this place has in store for us, shall we? How do you pronounce that? Anamnesis? Anamnesis aniter? Oh wow, we start here. It's like Siren Song C, I wonder. If we'll climb up his horn. Oh. Certainly do have a lot of health, don't you? Time has come to part with these inner members. Wow. This is awesome. I was not expecting this. Walls fall when he's turning. Wow. Whoa! Oh, the rocks are alive!
underestimate me.
Tiresome pictures. Trench Gopher. There it lies. I give you my breath. This is awesome. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Your wish is granted. Go, little wanderers. The Amaratans were into some jazz, man. Unknown. Alright, time to fight a fucking Kingdom Hearts boss. What is this? That way. This isn't the final boss, is it? No. So this is just normal boss music now. I'm bleeding! Up. You guys really don't like me, huh? Everyone doing okay?
Leave the healing to me.
Just want to poke you a little bit some more. This is the music from the trailer. It's a new rendition and I fucking love it. Holy shit. Gotta add this to my playlist as soon as I can.
Leave the healing to me.
Nice. Maybe it's aiming. Look at those. This is Shire gear. That's what it looks like, at least. Let's live a little bit dangerously, shall we? My mic just a little bit. There we go.
Focus. Release.
Huh? Who's taking aggro?
You underestimate me. I'll show you.
Alright. Well. That's it. Come back to this.
show you.
All right. Oh boy. What's this gonna be? Visions of El. What's now? Well. That, it has like a very classic Final Fantasy design to it. That's interesting.
Let's give them a go.
Ah. Terrible blade. Okay. Glower. Final verse.
Leave the healing to me.
That's not the button I wanted to press. Why did I press that button? This boss does not play around. Alright, hammers first. Ah! Motherfucker. That was intense. Scouting. Stable. Who's that? Hello, hello. So that guy came out of one of those. And there's a ton of them. Holy shit. Grab this. Oh god. Can I? Damn it.
the healing to me.
Now I've got you.
Ah, good. Alright. That was fun. You know what? No. Wow, these things fucking hit hard. Alright. We're all alright. That's it. Got the room. Oh no, Turtle Man! Merciless matriarch. This must be the queen. Wait for the music to drop. That ceremony. Okay. no. That's cool, I like that.
On guard. I'll show you. There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Pew, 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 pew.
I'll show you.
We're almost there. Yeah. Hoot. That was a fun fight. God, Olive, when was the last time you smiled, dude? I feel like a lot of these end with him just looking down at the ground. Yeah, it's Shire gear. Interesting.
This structure must have served an important function.
And here are yet more crystals.
They look like giant white oursite.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation.
Interesting.
That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Oh. Thank you all for joining us at the Uniter in these most perilous of times. By summoning of Zodiac have we been granted a reprieve, yet immutable as the laws he was woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much as the convocation. Of course, the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped that the defector, at least, would side with us, but I regret to report our overtures have gone unanswered. Whither tend your thoughts, Venet? Where you lead, we will follow. I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only the secure future of our star. Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even should it mean suffering eternal condemnation of our brethren? If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever keep darkness in check.
So, it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
Venar.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiac's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image? The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
Please, Why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it be or another, any other. You are our leader. No one can take your place. You know as well as I that but few support our cause, far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiac. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. Then I will press you no more. Only know this, you will be sorely missed. I wonder if this is how the convocation felt about Elidibus. Was Elidibus the one who Is Elidibus the heart of Zodiac? Is that what that's implying?
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
Yeah.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Wow. Christ. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. Can I, grab some popcorn first? No response. Confound it. If may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. It doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate to function at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus, yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. Mind you, Elidibus is a title, it's not his actual name. This calleth to mind the truth that MSQ did once reveal in passing. Yeah, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Scions at birth. Rather, they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit at such time as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiac's heart, and the emissary with whom we are acquainted, be not one and the same, but a predecessor and a successor. It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here, I can feel it. In matters of aetherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Nighter with a party of NPC avatars. And we're back. Echoes of a fallen star. This is it. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Oh man. This is a long load time. What's going on? Are we about to get like a meanwhile at the source? It's a really long load time.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time. But a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, chocobos, you name it.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
That's disconcerting. I didn't see this in the forecast for today.
What's happening to the sky?
Excuse me? What the fuck? Why is this just all of a sudden happening?
What the?
Wicked light. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
You and all? Then why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear, feel, think. I hear it.
And what kind of shit is Elizabeth pulling off right now?
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
You're back!
This music. What is happening?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, the hero.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony. But a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past. Burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto? Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why, then, didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
And nobody saw that. God. Who am I talking to? Eventually, Alpha No World, there he is. The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. But that he was made, has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thylar and Voned among them. I'm sorry to say they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus' plans for them might be, the pair have only had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves hero-elect, not after having been blessed with the echo. And it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree, though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken. The men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light, Ardbert, yourself most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Emerald launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seatseer took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. I think that comparison rather flatters Thylar and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. If thou art willing, I prithee go, thou mayest safely leave thy task of unfolding that which did transpire at that word to us. Anamnesis? Anamesis. Something or other. Oh boy. Ugh. Let's see. This one's definitely gonna hit the 4-hour mark, I think. Look at you guys, ready for adventure. You again? I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. Still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down, so long as it helps someone. We'll do what needs to be doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Reveal it to those who are true of heart. Get out there. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. It's probably no coincidence that they kind of visually look like Ardbert and Brandon. Man, oh man. If I had to take a guess at what Elidibus is trying to do, is just trying to create another imbalance of light, maybe? I don't know, I feel like it has to be more complicated than just that. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings at Anamnesis Nider do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design. Nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason we must needs trust Y'shtola ingenuity, and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. And I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you need not worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Alright then. I look forward to your return. And it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it is possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less heartedly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until I find one. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be particularly demanded. That being the case, perhaps you might take this as an opportunity to retire to sweet independence. Why do I get the feeling like this is, like, retiring for the day on Destiny Islands? Like everything's gonna go to shit. Don't know why I keep going that way. I get the feeling once I click on this guy, it's going to tell me make time for long cutscenes. Harmed with the earlier commotion, though if it may, you do look somewhat weary. Presume you will be retiring to your suite. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. I mean, you should really take off your armor before you go to sleep. Master Morn, it's Glenhard, from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business in the Cardinal Virtues. Grants. Wow, you get to select which one. Interesting. Well met, Sinner. Welcome to the MSQ, dude. I was looking forward to a welcome respite here in the Crystarium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. I wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in this city. Care to share? I can't say that I envy your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the Warriors of Light's legacy, reminds me of what became of old that word, though this Ascian of yours is a fair bit more chatty. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes. I'm sure they all did. But the past is the past. They've earned their rest. I'm not about to let him sully Arbert's good name. Well, you want me to leave it to you? Right. I'm not the only one carrying all that weight. Very well. But only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word. I'll be there. Good to see you again, dude. Wonder how different that conversation goes, depending on who you talk to. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Towers, Ambiguous.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine.
Thanks, Sark.
And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
How the fuck did you get here? In a dream?
The dream again.
Well, the source. Now what the fuck?
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
To be continued. Holy shit. Can't help but notice that a certain something was left out of the MSQ. And I can only imagine that means it's in Eden's verse. Oh no. Oh god. Here we go again. Take care, everybody. Until next time. Bye-bye.